As we told you, our state lawmakers return to work next week for the second half of their session. We wanted to know and find out from our political insiders what surprises they've seen so far and what they thought could be the ultimate fate of some of those controversial bills.
It seems like the Statehouse is trying to run the city of Indianapolis from the other side of Market Street. In particular, the death of the IMPD control bill was looking closely at that. And also, more specifically, the zoning bill and changing how zoning boards are affected around Marion County and the townships. Look, it's a confusing process now, the way it is, and zoning changes going back and forth between township and city. But the reality is that the people in the townships do need some representation, and there are some amendments that are going into the bill as it switches houses, and we'll see what happens with that.
As it is, just how lawmakers are dealing with the COVID-19 universe and pandemic. You've got them, limiting committee hearings. You've got them, basically talking about high giant plastic shields, looks like a snack bar, like an old Ruby Tuesday. So I think that is, for lack of a better term, kind of impacted session, because you can't just get together out in the hallway with your lobbyists and just kind of talk about bills. So I think COVID-19 has had the biggest impact on how lawmakers do their business so far this year. The bills I'm looking at right now, the two bills, are the bills to curb the governor's authority and emergency declarations, because the House and the Senate version are completely different from each other. And the House version actually gives the lawmakers the authority to call a special session. The Senate doesn't. And I went through actually the Indiana Constitution a couple days ago, because I have nothing else better to do with my time. And it is pretty clear that only the governor has the authority to call a special session. So that dynamic, that sort of back and forth, is what I'm looking at, because that has some serious ramifications as we deal with this COVID-19 crisis.
The Indigo funding bill, especially because it impacts central Indiana generally and economic development for the region. Again, I don't know why we're always picking on little old Marion County, but here we go again, trying to defund a piece of what helps folks around our region who are just trying to get to work, trying to get groceries and etc. But why would we deconstruct this? Narrowly past the Senate, and with more representation from Marion County Democrats and Marion County Republicans, it may have even more trouble in the House.